The Lucette-coast did not notice the rabbits all at once. They arrived the way problems prefer to arrive, quietly, in sufficient numbers, and without explanation. Vegetable gardens were eaten to the roots. Beaches ceased to be beaches and became moving fields of fur. Dunes shifted underfoot, not with wind, but with life. Roads filled with rabbits that neither fled nor learned. Carts passed, boots followed. What remained was implication rather than spectacle, enough to make travel unpleasant and visitors decisive. They left early. Hunters were delighted. For a brief and shining moment, they did not hunt so much as collect. From porches and windows, from chairs dragged into the sun, they shot weeks of game without effort. Then the price collapsed. Rabbit meat flooded the market. Abundance became worthlessness. Worthlessness became resentment. The reports arrived at the Ministry of Magical Administration as requests: sanitation, road maintenance, agricultural compensation. None of them mentioned magic. Together they weighed several stone. Leonard Nighthawk read them carefully. He read the numbers twice: reproduction rates, density, speed. He wrote a short note in the margin: statistically impossible. He added a second note, smaller, familiar. Sir Mosley listened. He always listened. When Nighthawk finished, Mosley asked whether the reports contained complaints. Nighthawk said they did. Mosley asked who filed complaints. Nighthawk said citizens. Mosley asked what typically followed findings about citizens. Nighthawk said letters. Mosley nodded, as if completing a form only he could see. Then he asked whether Nighthawk was familiar with the matter of the mountain. The mountain had arrived without warning and without apology. One day, maps were wrong. Trade routes bent. Distances lengthened. Surveyors argued. The mountain did not move, but everything else did. The ministry responded as it always had when faced with certainty. It wrote. Early drafts named causes. One draft named Mortimer. Those drafts did not circulate. They stalled. Departments froze them, not by order, but by instinct. Clerks reassigned themselves. Meetings postponed indefinitely. Trade slowed while classifications were debated. The existence of the drafts became a problem of its own. Mosley explained this patiently. Not as failure, but as learning. The mountain, he said, taught the ministry that describing power was more dangerous than enduring it. Subsequent drafts removed names, then causes. The mountain became a zoning irregularity, then a cartographic anomaly, then a landmark. The paperwork improved, the risk diminished, the mountain remained. Mortimer, Mosley said plainly, was one of the most powerful wizards in the world. He did not argue, he did not negotiate, he did not complain. Citizens responded to findings with correspondence. Wizards like Mortimer responded with outcomes. Nighthawk listened. He understood why Mortimer was never named. He understood why truth was not always helpful. He admired the precision with which danger had been avoided. After a pause, Nighthawk asked, "All right, I think I understand why we're not naming Mortimer in any filings, but why did he create a mountain?" Mosley replied, "Well, officially, he didn't. Unofficially, we regard it as a demonstration of his enormous magical abilities for political purposes." Nighthawk considered this. So what's the real reason?
Mosley said, on a whim, he wanted to build the highest wizard tower of them all, so he could see the furthest. Apparently, he thought creating a really high mountain was easier than just creating a really high tower. Nighthawk said, "So you're telling me the world got saddled with a mountain because one wizard wanted to prove his was bigger?" Mosley replied, "I didn't tell you anything, Leonard." "Oh, yes, that's right, Sir Mosley," said Nighthawk. There was, however, still the matter of the rabbits. Nighthawk hesitated. "There's just this matter of the rabbit matter, though. I mean, I can't just explain away thousands of rabbits appearing overnight without mentioning magic, can I?" Mosley smiled. "That's the thing we do best, dear Leonard." "But how?" "Oh, easy. We'll explain it as a well-meant but misguided employment initiative. Say it was aimed at increasing the number and livelihood of Lucette hunters. Note that there was no conclusive evidence of magic. Call it a pilot by some economist, whose name we're censoring to shield his reputation, and from which he's learned a great deal about the laws of supply and demand."
Nighthawk asked, "So what has he learned?" Mosley said, "They exist." The file was approved. The rabbit matter was resolved. The mountain stood. Leonard Nighthawk left with a deeper understanding of his work. The ministry recorded another successful action, and nothing of consequence changed.